Again, from all the arm locks that we've been doing, there's an added bonus of wrist locks. So every time you're doing an arm lock, you pretty much have the opportunity to do a wrist lock. So if I was in this position and I'm fighting my opponent to get down, and whether we do it from this position here or this position here, but if he comes in and I can't, I'm going to come to put his arm like this, put my arm over top, and then pull it back towards my body, applying an in-bent wrist lock. If my opponent is in this position and I can't push his arm out, again, I'm just going to come around, push his hand inside, putting him in an in-bent wrist lock. If I was in this position, chest control again, and I wanted to get a key lock in my opponent, and let's say I didn't have good technique to do my key lock, so my opponent was fighting out of it, and as he fights out of it, I will come back, pushing with my hand into the crease of his wrist and pushing up on his wrist in this position here, locking his arm with my arm to go into a wrist lock. If my opponent is pushing on my face from this position and I move with this position, crossing this over again into a wrist lock, which will come back here again. Once it comes back, you can torque up the elbow from this position here. If I was around this position and fighting with my opponent to take his arm into a straight arm bar like this, and he fights it, I would prefer the perfect technique for the hand to be upwards, this hand to be on the shoulder, and try to make his hand touch his side would be perfect. Now, his elbow's bent, he's not letting me go there. So from this position, when I pull using the wrist in this way, clamping, grabbing on with my other hand. This arm stops his elbow from retracting this way, and I again apply a wrist lock. So you have every opportunity